Well, welcome back to the Fantasy Show. Made it through the whole regular season. This is your Commissioner YJ, Fantasy 2010, powered by Sports Illustrated. Just glad we made it through, y'all. Especially myself, just made it into the playoffs by the skin of my teeth. Ended the season on a 4-game slide. Still made it on points, so glad I put up enough points. As I predicted last week, Team Swag and Carl's team have been eliminated from the playoffs. I'm glad they came through and joined the league. It was nice to have them. I hope they come back again next year. Like I said last week, we're going to make it bigger and better. Still haven't really come up with an idea for the trophy. I think I might actually hand draw something symbolizing the league and Facebook, and mail that out, maybe get a little frame for it, and I'm thinking about maybe having the winner sign it, and then whoever it's passed to next year, they can sign it and just kind of keep it going around. I think that might be cool. So I just have to get on with the paper and the pen and design something that's suitable. I want it to be nice for sure. So, like I said, we made it to the playoffs all the way through. First round of the playoffs this week, starting tomorrow night with Indiana and Tennessee. I have one guy going tomorrow night, Chris Johnson. He's been doing terrible, so we'll see what happens. But games are starting tomorrow night. Let's jump into the seeds. We got Bloodhounds, no surprise there, first seed, followed by Masternators. Let me go through the standings and the final point tally too. So we got Bloodhounds as the #1 seed in the playoffs. He finished 11-2. Congratulations, Travis. You had a great season, man. You put it together every week. I mean, it helps to have Mike Vick, but I mean, there was still a lot of strategy involved. So my hat's off to you, friend. You did an excellent job this season. Kudos. Scored 1,317.1 points. Then we got Masternators, #2, also had a great season, 8-5 with a nice winning record. Only scored 984.66 points, but hey, if nobody's scoring against you, that's enough to win. Then followed by Nilla Nation, came all the way back. Left for Dead came all the way back. Finished the season at 7-6. Took the #3 seed, 1,273.98 points. Followed by the next 4 teams, all had good seasons. Came up 1 win short of 500. We got Brian's team, 6-7, 1,186.58 points. Followed by Colorado Nilla Killers at 1,099.52 points at 6-7. Also at 6-7, Zach's team. Thanks for the comment, Zach, on the last video, man. It was good to have you. Definitely want to have you again next year. I know this was your first year playing, man. I'm pulling for you. I hope you had a good time doing the fantasy thing. Last year was my first year. I was in 2 leagues, one on Yahoo and one on Fox Sports. I ended up winning the Fox Sports League and didn't do too well in the Yahoo League. I made the playoffs, but I think I got eliminated the first or second week. So I'm back with 3 leagues this year, so I hope you keep playing, man. Bree's team, another success story. Started the season, I think maybe 1-3 or 0-4. Came all the way back to 6-7. Scored 997.62 points. Even though I know there were some weeks you probably didn't pay attention, Bree. You still did a great job. You're still repping for the ladies, and you made it into the playoffs. So no matter what happens from here on out, you did a great job. And then followed up by myself, like I said, just sneaking in. Made some bad calls, had some players underperform. Finished at 5-8, barely snuck in. Scored 1,135 points, so I'm just happy to be here, y'all. Looking to do something. We're going to jump right into the first matchup. We got Bloodhounds going at Rowdy Roethlisberger's 11-2 versus 5-8. I'm a huge underdog. I've already played him twice. He beat me twice. First time was a little closer. Second time, Chris Johnson had 7 points, and Des Bryant had no catches. I think I only had 55 or so points. So he drugged me through the mud. He's got Mike Vick, quarterback. Running back is Maurice Jones-Drew. Running back, Seth Benson. Wide receivers are Dwayne Bowe, Brandon Lloyd, Calvin Megatron Johnson, Tony the Ageless Wonder Gonzalez at tight end. Defense and special teams is Tennessee, and his kicker is Vinatieri. Roethlisberger's, I got Big Ben in there this week. Tried to start the rookie last week, and he was terrible. He sucked. So I gotta go with my big guns this week. People who got me to the playoffs. So I'm going with Big Ben. I got Chris Johnson at running back, who's been sorely underperforming. I really hope they utilize him this week. I really need a big game from him to stay in this. I have Fred Jackson in there right now, but I went out and picked up Jonathan Stewart, and I also have LeGarrette Blount, so it's going to be a game-time decision for me. I'm really sweating these calls. I went out and picked up Sidney Rice, hoping he can do something. I'm just trying to reload and give this guy a match. You know, he's been kicking my butt, so, you know, he's challenging my manhood over here. So I had to pull some moves this week. I got Santonio Holmes in there, Robert Meacham, Antonio Gates is back finally. I should have had him in there last week because he scored and he had 60-some yards. Then I got Green Bay's defense, and Neil Rackers is my kicker. The prediction, I haven't fully decided these yet, but I think I could give him a real run for his money this week, y'all. I think I might have to go with myself. Mike Vick is at Dallas. They've been resurgent, especially their defense. I know Maurice Jones-Drew's been killing them, but 186 yards last week, but he's at Oakland this week. Seth Benson's at Pittsburgh, or Maurice Jones-Drew is home at Oakland. Seth Benson at Pittsburgh. Dwayne Bowe had nothing last week, so hopefully he's at San Diego. Hopefully they can copy what they did last week. Brandon Lloyd did decent last week. Megatron did okay. Tony Gonzalez. But I have all my players that are at home this week, except for my defense, which is at Detroit. I got Big Ben at home versus Cincinnati, Chris Johnson at home versus Indiana, Fred Jackson at home versus Cleveland, unless I make the change. Sidney Rice at home. Everybody else is at home except Detroit. So, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in any sport. So, I'm going with Roethlisberger this week in the big upset. I mean, he can say what he wants for not picking him. But I got that feeling, y'all. Matchup number 2. Masternators 8-5, Breeze Team 6-7. Masternators, Drew Brees, the Law Firm, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, Ronnie Brown, Ocho Cinco, Lance Moore, Jabbar Gaffney, Vasanti Shanko, Pittsburgh's D, and Sebastian Janikowski as usual. Breeze Team, Kyle Orton, Steven Jackson, Noshawn Moreno, Derek Mason, Hakeem Nicks, who might be back this week. She got no points from him last week because she didn't make a move, so that's living dangerous. That can't happen again this week because Masternators will take advantage. Mohamed Mascoua, Mercedes Lewis at tight end, Philadelphia's defense, and Matt Bryant is her kicker. I'm going with Masternators in this one. Bree might not be paying attention to make a move and get Nicks out of there. He's going to be back coming off an injury first game. I don't think he's going to get a lot of looks. You got Steven Jackson at New Orleans, Noshawn Moreno at Arizona. He could perform well there, as well as Kyle Orton. But for Masternators, you got Drew Brees. You got the on fire Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, the Law Firm. Ocho Cinco always has a big game against Pittsburgh. You know, it's a rivalry game. He's also got Pittsburgh's defense. So I'm going with Masternators this week to take that. And we'll be right back with the second edition of the first week fantasy playoff edition. Thanks for tuning in.